Hey there, Erin Lee here of VancouverIslandPsychic.com, bringing you the weekly psychic reading for Monday, November the 3rd to Sunday, November the 9th, 2014. This week we'll be using Doreen Virtue's messages from your Angels Oracle card deck, and your crystal choices for the week are carnelian, selenite, and azurite. Again, that's carnelian, selenite, and azurite. So we'll start off by giving the cards a shuffle, and we're going to invite our angels and our guides in and ask them what messages they have for us for the coming week to help keep us balanced, healthy, centered, and strong, and moving forward in a positive way along our divine life path. So, all right, feels about right. So the first card that we pull is going to be for Monday and Tuesday, and the message that's coming up for us is Adriana. She says, I am leading you toward the answer to your prayers. Please listen to and follow the steps I am communicating through your intuition, thoughts, and dreams. And you know, one of the things that I love about the beginning of the week is that there's the opportunity for new things, change. There's always this fresh feeling, and we're starting off the week with a message that we're receiving the information, the guidance that we need. It's a matter of paying attention to it. So not only recognizing that we're receiving it, but then also taking action on the messages that are coming through. And you know, that's one of the big things about intuition and guidance and receiving messages from your angels is if you don't take action on it, then the message doesn't do you any good. So when you receive guidance and information, take action on it. And if it's a step that feels scary or big or really outside of your comfort zone, ask your angels for help. They're giving you the messages, the information, and the guidance so that you can take action, and they want you to do that in a way that is healthy and positive for you. And they're not going to give you something that you can't do. So remember that as you're moving forward for Monday and Tuesday this week. Taking a look at Wednesday and Thursday, the message that's coming up for us is Bethany, and she says, when you take excellent care of yourself, everybody benefits. Give yourself a relaxing treat today, such as a massage, sea salt bath, or pedicure. And so Wednesday and Thursday is all about self-care, making sure that you aren't taking on more than you can handle, making sure that you're creating healthy boundaries for yourself and giving yourself that extra pampering treatment. This would be a really great time for, as the card says, for massage, sea salt bath, or pedicure, but also doing things that make you feel really good about yourself, really balanced, healthy, and recharged. And I know for me, those things can be creative projects, cooking nutritious food, going out and spending time with friends who are helpful and uplifting and who are really encouraging. So making sure that you're taking time for yourself on Wednesday and Thursday. And also remembering that as we're taking time for ourselves, that there are other people in our lives who are taking time for themselves too. So basically, we're kind of stepping back from expectations of things really gearing up and saying, hey, you know, Wednesday and Thursday, it's okay to take a break and to take a rest, because as we do that, we recharge and we become rejuvenated. Looking at the card for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the message that's coming up for us is Mystique. And Mystique says, keep charging ahead and don't take no for an answer. Expect miraculous solutions to appear. And so it really feels like things are starting to take off for us through Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And if we look at kind of the overall week, we're getting information for the beginning of the week saying, hey, make sure you're paying attention to and following the guidance, taking action on the guidance that we're giving you. Then through the middle of the week, take time for yourself to repair yourself, rejuvenate. And then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, get ready because things are taking off. Things are moving forward for you. So all of the intuition that you're receiving and the actions that you're taking through Monday and Tuesday, you'll really start to see that coming about Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So give yourself permission to take that time Wednesday and Thursday to recharge and rejuvenate, because if we're leaving the week with a bang, we know we're going to be starting next week with a lot of energy. So really make sure you take that time for yourself to repair and recuperate. All right, let's bring our crystals back in. So again, your crystal choices are carnelian, selenite, and azurite. So if you've chosen the carnelian card, the message that's coming up for you is Maya. And she says, schooling, study, and education help your life's purpose and personal growth at this time. The angels will guide you and help you with this process. And I always love when learning cards come up for us. So first of all, if the beginning of the week you're receiving information and you've chosen carnelian about going back to school, about taking a course or learning something new, see this as a great big huge confirmation that yes, this is exactly the direction you need to be going in. And you know, it may not be learning in terms of going back to school or going to college or, you know, post-secondary education, but it could just be learning something new. So there's the opportunity for you to take a course in the evening, or to be doing something online, or even just to be looking at things online, just researching information. So the message that's coming up for you this week is all about schooling and study. And it's also very much a foundation laying week for you. So don't expect that you're going to be seeing great big huge results and changes happening this week. This is all about kind of coming back into yourself and finding the foundation, building up the foundation so that you can be moving forward onto the next level, onto the next project. So make sure that you're having patience this week and know that you'll be energized to be looking at education in a completely different way. All right, and if you've chosen selenite, the message that's coming up for you is Aurora. You are flying high right now, which may threaten others, but don't descend because others will soon become inspired by your example. And so with the Aurora card, we're really seeing things taking off for you this week. So particularly on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, when Mystique is coming in and saying, hey, we're charging ahead, this is really going to be a powerful time for you if you've chosen selenite for the week. You know, we didn't talk too much about carnelian, but selenite is really coming up and saying that it wants to be talked about. And it was the crystal this week that just jumped out at me and said that it had to be included in this week's reading. So if you've chosen selenite, it's even more important that you listen to this message. So selenite is all about connecting your all of your in-body chakras with your upper body chakras, and it's all about connecting to the divine. It also has beneficial spinal properties. So if you've been having issues with anything on a skeletal level, so your back issues or neck issues or knee issues or anything on a basic structure level, the message that's coming up for you this week is that things are starting to get better. Keep working at it. You're almost at the finish line, and just keep pushing ahead. On other levels, the message that's coming up is don't lose faith and allow yourself to continue moving forward. Okay, and if you've chosen Azurite for the week, the message for you is Omega. Victory, your desire is coming to fruition. Keep up the good work. And what's really interesting to me is that the Omega card and the Mystique cards are both unicorn cards, and they've come up right underneath each other. So the message that's coming up for you this week, if you've chosen Azurite, is that everything is starting to come into place, and you'll experience it in kind of a bang, bang, bang. There's a lot of synchronicity that tends to come up around this card too. So make sure that you're keeping your thoughts as high and pure as possible, keeping it positive rather than going into the things that you don't want, keeping it upbeat. And the Azurite crystal is one that's really associated with the third eye and your crown chakra. It has to do with opening and expanding clairvoyance as well as claircognizance. And so expect that this is also something that you're going to be experiencing this week. I wouldn't be surprised if you experience your synchronistic events, synchronicity being when everything is in flow and things are falling into place. And people will often see it as coincidence that this happens and then the next thing happens and the next thing happens. So expect that you'll be experiencing your synchronistic events in a way where you're either physically or in your mind's eye seeing new opportunities or seeing things in a completely different way or different light. And know that you have guidance throughout the entire process. I'd like to thank you so much for joining me for this week's weekly psychic reading. I'm Erin Lee. You can find the rest of my readings on my website, VancouverIslandPsychic.com. There I also offer in-person and personalized phone, Skype, email, and YouTube readings. Thanks so much for joining me, and wishing you a fabulous week.